Right, first thing, I just want to turn this fan on, because it's the first time ever I'll have windswept hair. How do I do this?
There's 3 buttons at the back.
There are 3 buttons at the back.
On top of the French, yeah.
Woo! That really wasn't worth it. Oh dear. So, this is my second time. First time I decided that I'd go under the alias of a completely different person, because I didn't want my friends coming. This time I've invited them. I don't know why. So, I went to Thorpe Park the other day. Anyone been to Thorpe Park? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I went to Thorpe Park. Don't laugh too early, alright? Fucking hell. Went to Thorpe Park. Right, I quite like Thorpe Park, it's a good laugh. But I went on their new ride, it's called the Swarm. Right, you may have seen it advertised on telly. Basically, the backstory appears to be something about a police negligence leading to an alien invasion. And you can tell this because, you know, like every roller coaster has their like little area where they've taken over and something's happened. Well, here we've got things like police cars on fire, turned on their roofs, ambulances burnt out, and a plane sort of wrecked on the floor. Right, bear in mind, this is next to Heathrow. Right, if you're slightly nervous about flying, as we all are, right, the last thing you want to do is look out your window and see plane wreckage. It's a fucking nightmare. I don't know how many of you know this, but the World Cup kicked off about 32 minutes ago. I think it's going to be a good World Cup. I'm quite positive about the World Cup. I think we've finally accepted, as a nation, that we're not very good. I think that's good. Personally, I think we'd be better in a pantomime. We've already got Shrek, right? We only need a few other cast members and we're sorted. But no, I think you can tell we're not very good because no one's get their car flags out yet. Have you noticed this? Every competition, you've got your car flag out. If you haven't got a car flag, you're a traitor. No one likes you. If you've got a car flag, you're a hero. You're a believer. You believe that we can do it. You can't. And you end up crying somewhere, but you believe you can do it. The bad thing about this World Cup is that it's come right in the middle of my revision. So I've got an exam at 10 o'clock tomorrow. As you can see, I'm preparing well. But yeah, no, I've got an exam at 10 o'clock. I feel revision is a lot of procrastination. And I don't know whether that's because I've got 7 exams, or is this just a general thing. But you start to ask yourself really weird questions. So the other day, I was sat down at my desk after doing about 5 minutes revision, thought that breakfast was a good idea. So I sat there, right, poured my milk and my cocoa pops, got my tea ready, sat at my desk, right, and I questioned, right, the concept of milk. Right? Is this not a fundamentally unusual concept, right? Milk, okay, comes in essence from a cow's breast, right? There was an ice cream shop in Covent Garden, right, which sold a variety of ice creams, obviously from a cow, right? But there was one, whenever you went in there and you asked, could I have an ice cream? They're like, yeah, would you like, we've got a range of ice creams, or we've got some breast milk ice cream, which is new. And it's like, no! Why would I want ice cream from my own species? I don't understand. Why is it so weird to have something from your own species than have something from a fucking cow? Yeah, no, the other thing I've started doing is watching really shit television. Do you do this? Do you watch really shit television? I was watching Barely Legal Drivers the other day. Has anyone seen Barely Legal Drivers? Right, in essence, it's a bit like Son, Sex and Suspicious Parents, can't say suspicious, but in a car. So basically, you're giving kids that have only just passed their driving test 2 weeks to go and like impress, I want to call her a woman, but I'm yet to be convinced. But yeah, no, they basically impress her, and if they impress her enough, they get a car, which is fucking terrifying. The first thing that Ben Legal Drivers teach you about is don't go near a road. Never ever go near a road. Never go near a road where these people are, which seems to be Northampton and Hull. Just never go there ever again. The second thing that I've noticed is that every guy on this programme And it seems to be some sections suspicious parents as well. It seems to be a general theme throughout reality television, is that every guy's a lady killer. What's a lady killer? To me, Jack the Ripper is a lady killer, right? Jack from Northampton is just a pretentious twat looking for a car. How do you come up with, how do you self-title yourself as a lady killer? Unless, of course, you've hit someone with your car and they happen to be a lady. Fucking ridiculous. But the best thing I heard on this programme is that a girl was saying that it's more romantic to meet someone in a supermarket than it is in a nightclub. Right? A few things I want to know about this. Right? What's more attractive about cauliflower than a bar? I mean, really, it's just awful. But back to the World Cup, because I mean, the 5 minutes have gone, and there might be a goal. But did anyone watch the World Cup 4 years ago? Do you remember the tragedy? Yeah. Right. The thing that sticks out from last year's World Cup. Do you remember the octopus?
Yeah.
Paul that predicted the scores. Yeah, you do. Of course you do. Bet you fucking watch every game, don't you? You go home early to watch it because you're a die-hard fan. I bet you're there in the pub crying in the corner when we've lost on penalties, rather than doing what everyone else is doing, which is standing looking at the telly, just fucking tutting. That's how it should be done, right? Have you learnt now? You've learnt your lesson after fucking 46 years of agonising pain since Bobby Moore lifted that fucking trophy. Yeah? Just sit in the pub, expect to lose, and then just tut when it happens. But yeah, no, this year, right, there's a, he's called Big Ball, I think his name is Big Ball, but he's a turtle. And today, he predicted 2 days ago that Brazil would win today's game. Right? A turtle, right? What is it about aquatic creatures and psychic predictions? I mean, really, what's wrong with like a giraffe? Or an elephant? Or any other fucking animal that doesn't sit in the sea? What is it? I don't understand. Like, why is an octopus and a turtle so good at... Well, it might not be good, to be honest. It might fail miserably. But I want to know what's so good about... aquatic creatures.
They can swim.
Sorry, they can swim. Please explain to me how it makes a difference. And a giraffe can swim. You put it in deep enough water. I mean, you have to go a fucking long way in. But you'd find the point at some point. But yeah, back to revision. Because that's all I've been fucking doing. It's a nightmare. 7 exams. 7, if you didn't get that. What have I been doing? Exams. Yeah, so I quite regularly, after every like 5-minute session, go on the internet and look at absolute bollocks. Recently, Gwyneth Paltrow. That's not funny. That's just the person's name. Right, Gwyneth Paltrow has recently come out and said that talking to water in like a negative way changes its taste. I say that's bollocks. Right? Shouting at something. Have you got a glass of water? Right, taste that. Go on, hurry up. How would you say it tastes?
I don't like water.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're a fucking cunt! How taste it? Does it taste differently? Of course it fucking doesn't. It's a glass of water, not a person. Do you feel differently, depending on like... Yeah, you do, yeah, that's how it should be. Yeah, we've got to feel lucky for Chris Martin, who got away. Then again, he is still a member of Coldplay.
Oi, leave him alone.
To be fair to Coldplay, they have at least had a #1 album. Then again, so is Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder was good. I want to leave you on one final thing. This is once again for procrastination. As you can see, it's a general theme. The revision is evidently going quite well. But not Bob the Builder, but procrastination. I found out the other day that how BA flights deal with dead people. So if you die on a plane on a BA flight, obviously it doesn't happen on Ryanair, they'll just throw you out. But on BA, that was delayed. on BA, what they'll do is they'll put a hat. So obviously you're dead in your seat. So you're not aware of this. But they'll put a hat on you, sunglasses, and give you a gin and tonic, and just sort of like prop you up against the side. Right, a few things about this. Firstly, right, I love the idea that BA have like a small stash of like hats, glasses and gin and tonics ready for someone to die on their flights. And secondly, right, can you imagine, right, you've just taken off, right, flight attendants notice that this guy's evidently not very well because he's still asleep when he's taken off. Go up to him and they're like, run over with their like hat, sneakily do it, and you're sat there and you're like, I mean, like, what the fuck? And then you look outside and it's not park! Thank you very much.